Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I got a disassembly video for you on this little guy right here. This is the HEA Designs Chief Pocketknife. So, amusingly, I'm doing this after I've already filmed the review. The reason for this is I have literally no idea where my disassembly went. It's been a little while. This guy's been on my table for a bit, and I filmed the review and everything, assuming I had already uploaded and finished my disassembly, but turns out it wasn't there. What I think might have happened is either I did the disassembly on my own and never actually filmed it, or maybe, just maybe, I did actually film it and then, well, actually never uploaded it, and it just went to the wayside. But either way, this guy got to be taken apart. And if you're curious about this or any of the, this or any of the other tools I'm using, check out nickshabazz.com/tools. And actually, one other thing, I'm using a different mat. This mat is actually brand new, and this is from Knife Joy. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me for free to test out, but I've actually really been liking it, right? This works pretty well, and it's about the same price as the generic one. So, if you're curious, I went ahead and I put a link on nickshabazz.com/tools to it. But again, it's not so different, but I do like some of the features. Particularly, this is real good for stopping balls from rolling around and whatnot. But anyways, let's take this guy apart. And there are really just 3 screws I need to deal with, right? I got to deal with the pivot, obviously. I got to deal with this one, and I got to deal with this one. This one goes through into the barrel backspacer here. The other one does not. So, got to take that guy out. Might be able to do it from the other side, but I'll just go ahead and pull the clip screw here. That way, everything I'm taking out is on one side, which can often be nice. So I'll take that out of there, and then I will take this out of here. Come on. There we go. And what we're going to see here is, I'm pretty sure I took this apart. I really am. But maybe, who knows? Maybe I'm falling apart at the seams, at least. Maybe not physically at the moment, but certainly mentally. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy apart. Come on. Okay, it's popping loose. Slow but sure. There we go. That's loose. And there we go. Everything is cleaned up. Yeah, this is over-lubricated, so I'm pretty sure I've been here. Right, this is the level I'm at. Like, have I been here before? Like, But anyways, nonetheless, we're cleaning this guy up, and what we see here is the construction of it is pretty straightforward, right? There's really not all that much going on here. What we're going to see is that there is a, basically, it's freaking bearings. There are stainless steel bearing races here, which is nice. It hardened a little bit, makes it a little bit easier to avoid having the bearings digging over time. Although I got to be real with you, that's not a concern that that's never been a practical thing that's been problematic on a pocket knife I've had. But, you know, hey, it never hurts to have the option there, right? Go ahead, clean off the pivot here. There is no internal milling at all on this guy, and I actually, as I mentioned in my review that I've already filmed, hey, that could actually help this a little bit, the balances, but you haven't seen it yet. That's going to be fun, right? But anyways, so the balance on it could use to be a little tiny bit forward, and I think having some internal milling could actually help that a little bit. See the internal lock bar relief cuts, which are a very nice thing. We see, you know, honestly, it's very simple. It is a very simple knife, and it's done pretty well. So, no real argument there. Go ahead, clean this guy off, and clean this guy off. Easy peasy. And I think we're at the point where we can put this guy... Actually, let me get a Q-tip up in this region here, just to make absolutely sure. Clean that off, and clean this off here. And a little tiny bit of a burr at the edge there. Let me grab a ceramic stone. This set of stones is from Spyderco, but any ceramic stone will do. And just kind of get on here and break that burr off here. Almost got it. This isn't affecting the lockup because I'm working on the side of it that is adjacent. I wouldn't want to be doing one of these things on the lock face itself, but working on this corner here. No problem. The reason I'm doing this, there's not a really strong reason to, right? I'm just being a little cautious. The burrs on occasion, when they are sharp like that, could actually cut you as you're taking the knife apart. This is not a complaint that I'm levying against the knife itself. This is a thing that happens. And when the knife is closed, there's literally no way to feel that. But nonetheless, it is a thing, so I went ahead and I did it. All right, this guy, we took all the screws out from this side, so this pivot goes in here. The pivot is D-shaped, by the way, which means that the pivot here is not free spinning, which interestingly, as much as HEA tries to avoid the sort of tries to avoid giving up information on their sources, that actually makes it much less likely that this is being made by Rayot. Rayot is just not very good at making non-free spinning pivots, and it has been that way for every maker they've worked with, to the best of my knowledge. Again, you know, whatever. I'll rant about that in the review that you're going to see, just like I ranted about it last time. The lubrication I'm using here, I'm actually I'm testing a lubrication for an interested party, and it so far works fine, so I have no... I was going to say it's not going to affect the review. Of course it's not going to affect the review. The review's already freaking filmed, because I am apparently a hot mess of late, but that's okay. Anyways, so that will not affect the review that has already happened. If it does, that's kind of indicative that we've entered like a time loop, right, where I've gone forward and then the butterfly effect kicks in, and my using this lubrication suddenly means that I'm actually now going to be reviewing high-end sneakers, because I'm a different kind of fashion blogger. I don't freaking know. But either way, shouldn't have any effect, because causality is unidirectional, at least with respect to time. It can certainly be multi-directional in other dimensionalities. Anyways, we really don't need to go there. I've been... Yeah. Anyways, let's go on ahead. And the other thing I'm going to do here is just... there's a little bit of thread locker, it feels like, that's kind of stuck on the pivot here, and I just kind of want to get that off of there. Beautiful. Maybe I did a quick and dirty disassembly just so I could carry it in good faith, so to speak, and never did the full affair. That could work. Either way, it's getting done now. 2 days before the video is scheduled to air. Yeah, I went to go schedule it, and I'm like, okay, first I'll load up the disassembly, and it's like, where was the disassembly? Anyways, it was funny to me, okay? So, overall, though, my feelings on the knife's construction are, it is fine, right? There's very little to complain about here. As you'll hear about in the eventual review, but this is absolutely, it's fine in terms of construction. It's fine in terms of, you know, the approach. I'd like to see a little bit of internal milling there, but everything else is done pretty well. There's really not a lot to complain about here. So that's very nice. And after the second disassembly, or maybe the first, who knows? I am still feeling that way, which is good. It'd be really embarrassing, honestly, if I took this guy apart and then found some major showstopper. The inside is just full of hornets or something. That's generally not a problem, actually, with pocket knives. But nonetheless, you know, it'd be a little weird if I suddenly found some weird bug in either sense in there. But we are good to go. Action actually feels about the same, which again makes me think that I've already done this. Oftentimes factory actions aren't quite as nice, but yeah, this is good to go. So there you go. That's your disassembly. Now it's time for me to not carry it for review, although I'll probably just carry it for fun because it's a good knife. Spoiler alert. But keep an eye out for the actual review, which will air in your future and in my past. And no, actually, that'll air in my future as well. It'll be filmed in my past, although technically is my past the same as your past? That really kind of depends on your view of time. Anyways, we're going to go on ahead and not go there further. Hope this has been interesting to you, and you have yourselves an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed a good Chief thrill. Bye now.